Okay, so today we're going to continue with the How to Be Successful video series here with Tavis Bradley. And today's topic is authenticity. So Tavis, tell us, why is it important to be yourself?
Well, from the Essene philosophy that we love and cherish so much, let's just start off with that. From the ancient writings of the elders, so to speak, it talks about in that text that to hold on to the opinions of other people is to be a slave to those opinions, and it's not to live free. So if you want to be free in this world, and if you want to be at peace, and if you want to be truly satisfied, so to speak, in your own experience, it's extremely important to not be concerned with other people and their opinions that they have about you, especially when you're being authentic. When you're being authentic, and if people have an opinion of you, or if they have a judgment of you, if you concern yourself with what they feel or what they think, then you're allowing them to enslave you within that, but you're giving them the power. So they're not taking it from you. They're not saying, I'm putting you in that prison. They're actually in a prison themselves by concerning themselves with your authenticity and not paying attention to their own true self. So we have the ability to give our power to someone and to enslave ourselves through them, or we have the power to be in the vibration and the energy and the truth of love, so that we are freeing ourselves and then freeing or allowing them to be free as well. So I believe the only way to live is to be authentic and to not concern yourself with other people's expressions, or because usually if we have an issue with someone, how they're expressing, how they're doing what they do, it's because there's a part of us that isn't being authentic, and we're not really embracing and embodying our own true essence, our own true authenticity. So it's important to just, and that's why non-judgment always comes up with people, and everybody would like to live without judgment, and that's the way of the path of empowerment, self-empowerment. To live without judgment is to be self-empowered, because you don't feel like you have to bring someone else down to make yourself come up. So if you're living in power, you don't need to press somebody down in order to feel at peace, or to feel that moment of satisfaction, like you're okay, like you. So it's important to not judge for many reasons. It's not just something out of the Bible that says thou shalt not judge. It really is a spiritual practice that you should have, whether you believe in the Bible or believe in spirituality or not. It does yield a true experience of power and of peace and of authenticity, because if you're not judging, you're in your power, and that's just a natural state of existence. So that's my 2 cents.
There must be a lot of disempowerment in today's world. A lot of people that aren't living in their power.
Yeah.
Because there is so much judgment of what other people are doing.
It's usually not aware. People are usually not aware that they're judging. It just isn't. It's a habit.
Do you think that they're judging an aspect of themselves in others that they haven't been able to embrace?
Yeah, I do believe that. I do believe that what you see in someone else as a fault or as a shortcoming, it's usually something you're currently struggling with yourself. I do believe that.
Perhaps below your conscious radar.
Yeah, when you don't do something you know you should do, and you're not being true to yourself, it stays in the conscious for a moment, and then it drops to the subconscious because you've chosen not to engage in that consciousness, in that conscious knowing. So it drops into the subconscious, and then you have patterns that come from the subconscious, and that is a place where judgments come from, criticisms, insults, etc., etc. So, just like you said.
Hatred and fear.
Yeah, yeah.
And so if people set a really high intention, maybe they'll have the opportunity for those subconscious patterns of judgment to come up, be looked at, worked on, so that someone could get into a place of non-judgment. Where then they notice more freedom, where they even stop judging themselves.
Right.
And they're like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
More openness, more freedom, instead of that contraction.
Yes.
That comes out of lack of acceptance. Well, that's some beautiful insight for the day, bro.
So anyway, just try to be yourself, be authentic, and do what you are and be who you are.
Rumi said, be notorious, ruin your reputation.
I love that one. Yeah.
And the reason why, in fact, it's on my phone. It's been there for years. And I think the reason why he says that is because so many of us are tiptoeing through life, not trying to offend anyone. And wow, what a burden that is on the shoulder blades. That's the weight of the world on your back. It doesn't mean, I think, to offend anyone intentionally, but to really let your spirit and your personality live through you. And I think that there are so many different ways a person shows up in the world on any given day. Some days you might be sad, some days you're full of joy. And I think that we should open up a conversation and start allowing one another in our personal relationships, our professional relationships, to have a full array of authentic human experience. I think in our society we focus so much on the Saturday morning cartoon happiness that we think there's something wrong with being sad.
Yeah.
And I think sadness is healthy.
Yes.
It can show that you're alive and awake and you're feeling body. We've talked about that quite a bit on this trip, how the thymus, the feeling body, just simply goes numb, and we live in this world of intellectualism, making it much more easy for us to be programmed.
Right, yeah.
With mostly fallacious material.
Yes.
And then we're running around trying to impress everyone at the coffee shop with our understanding of politics because of what we saw on CNN or Fox News. And so a lot of times that opens the door for us to be actually just foolish. And what happens is we usually find out a month or a year or 5 or 10 years later that we were wrong. So it'd be nice to just have that non-judgment and maybe say things like, my best understanding at this time is, or if it were me, I wouldn't eat that much fat, you know, or something like that. Instead of saying it's too much because of an opinion you heard from one of these skinny, dried out doctors on YouTube, you know, that doesn't believe in healthy fats, you know. Anyways, that's a whole nother conversation right there. I love fat, I love carb, I love protein.
Yeah.
It's the alchemy of it. You know, it's timing.
Yeah.
That's another conversation. That was a brilliant video, Tavis, and we thank you for your presence and your insight.
Thank you for this entire trip. Thank you for the brotherhood that we share and everything we've gone through. It's a beautiful process of continuing growth that we share, and we have a long journey ahead, both of us together.
Amen, brother.
I look forward to it.
Thank you, Tavis.
Yep.
Thank you for watching. God bless your heart. Aloha from Hawaii.
Should let him see the sea for a while.
Yeah, meditate.
Get out of the get out of the way of this scene. Stella Mara.
Meditation on authenticity. I am expressing myself fully and truly. I am unique. I am one of a kind. I am a once-in-a-lifetime experience. I am expressing myself to bring honor to creation. I am giving my gift to the world. I am singing my song. I am pure creative energy. I am awesome.